Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Hey.
What's happening?
Happy Let's Talk Love Wednesday.
Oh, happy Let's Talk Love Wednesday.
It's
What's
my
going
favorite
on,
time
guys?
of the week.
That's right. We are here in the hottest station, period. Hot 702.5. Y'all ready to talk some love? Come on in to where we talk about real life matters of the heart to fill up your cup. Remember, with solutions to leave your soul with overflow. First of all, I be dropping bars. Okay. But it's definitely where love meets beauty. I am Miss Love Doctor and my co-host,
Beauty on the Beat.
All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. So, how was your week?
Oh my God. You know what? We did a lot. We did some things this weekend, and it really filled up my cup for the week. Like, legit. Going to the NAACP meeting and, like, being able to just even be, like, part of history. And I'm from Oakland, you know, where the Black Panthers started. I felt like a little bit like, okay, Marquita, like, you know.
Inspired.
Yes, that really helped me figure out a little bit more of who I wanted to be. What's my dash? Because that's my challenge, is what is going to be my dash.
What's going to be your dash? What does that mean?
So what people know when I'm born, and you'll know when I die, but what am I going to be known for while I'm here? So my dash, I've been really working on, what do I want to be known for? Known by, known whatever, you know? How can I leave my mark? Besides my beautiful kids that I, you know, brought into this world, because that's going to be an extension as well, however they turn out.
Okay.
Yeah, how was yours, though?
I can get jiggy with that. I had a good week, I guess. Wasn't a bad week. I don't know. Like, you know me. You know how I am, even though I was with you at that meeting.
She's the one that pulls us in, okay? We the one that, again, okay.
I was with you guys. No, honestly, like, I really did enjoy that. But it's just like, it's at this point, it's you know, it's just like all gas and no brakes for me. So I don't think I'm doing anything because I don't feel like I'm doing exactly enough or what I should be doing. But, you know, when things become looking for love.
I'm just going to smile at her because...
What is wrong with her? What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I just want you to tell the beautiful people.
What? Tell them what?
I don't know. How'd you feel? How was your week?
Good. My week was great. No complaints. Okay. I feel good. I feel light. You know what I'm saying? I feel a little light on my feet. I don't know. I'm going to check the scale. No, I'm just playing.
Okay.
I feel light on my feet, you know, but it's as long as you put the effort into it to be a good week, it could be a good week. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of, I told you that's really what I'm working on. So having a good day every day is like intentional. Mm-hmm. And if you want some other shit, like, it's cool, you know, do you, and then we'll tap back in, but don't interrupt this groove is what they say. Mm-hmm. So, you know what? I found this. This was an older show that I wrote, but it wrote us in as our sponsors. So we got to show some love to the sponsors, which is us.
Hey.
You know, Keys Royalty House of Love. And this is where the house where love resides. And love is the key, always. Keeping you on beat with the hair and makeup with Beauty on the Beat. You know what I'm saying? Braids done by Beauty on the Beat. And if you would like to be a sponsor of the show, that would be great. You contact us, and as well as promoting your business on air. And we could talk about what that looks like for you and for me and for her and the show and what you need, you know, because that's how we have to help each other out anyway. So you got a business or a foundation or a brand or, you know, whatever, you come and highlight it here on Let's Talk Love. So be sure to comment, love, or share. You could call in 702-551-5261. You already know we love to hear from you. Safe space. Just keep it respectful and classy and be honest. You know, if you got something on your heart, let it out. You ready to talk about love and the celebration of love within Black History Month, right? So even though I was thinking like we probably should have done this one first.
Okay.
But we had to flow from the ladies because we was talking negative about Black women, and then we had to figure out how dope we really are so we could try to shake off that little negative stigma or whatever. So I was like, we're going to just let it flow how it flow. But it's Black History Month, and we showing love all month.
We did.
All month. And you said this the last week, huh?
It is, y'all. It is.
Yeah.
We only get 28 days, but you know, Black history is really American history.
We can keep it going. Keep the party going.
Keep it going, you know.
Keep the party going.
You know. Who can just...
Of the R, so we can try to shake off that.
Oh, my bad.
I was like,
I got scared too.
Who is that? It's me.
We both was like, wait a minute. I'm like, hold on. Trying to share it with y'all. Come on, like and share, share.
How can we show love and support in the month that's given to African Americans? Although we are dope all year because we are history. We make history, and we are constantly making history all year. Okay?
Okay.
So, and that's full circle all year, full circle. And however, it is important to show love all the time. The fact of the matter is that we don't show love to one another, and it's hard for everyone else to do so if they don't see us doing it ourselves.
Ooh.
So we must love to love one another. We got to learn to get the love back. It's super important. So before we get into how to show love and support of one another, let's talk about why it's important to show love. The fact of the matter is, I think it's so heartbreaking when you hear people say, like, I don't know why Black people is like this. I don't know why women are like that. I don't know. It's like if you look at a glimpse of history, you can see why. And you can also see that we were like literally thriving communities.
Yeah.
You know, that looked out for each other. You looked out for each other's children. We cook for you when you're sick. You pull up on people when they die. Trigger. A community of people, you know, who understood the power of unity. You know what I mean? And you had two parents in the household. They knew what that meant.
Yeah.
And, of course, you had to have something to break that up. You know what I'm saying? So they uplifted one another because this is naturally who we are as Black people anyway. Nobody said, you need to go out and go look out for your neighbor. You know, like we just, you did it. You see some kids out there that's getting into some shit, you got in their ass.
Got in there, yep.
You know, and I don't mean that like in a violent way. I'm just saying like you would let them know that, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that because I care about you. So it's like these kids probably feel like nobody cares. Because to see kids being disrespectful to grown people is mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing.
So sad. And it happened, and it's continuing to happen.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
It's getting worse. You know, so, and for some people, those days are like long gone.
Yeah.
It's very sad. And some people never knew it at all.
I think it happened after our generation, to be honest. I feel like that's when it started to get lower and lower. Only because I was raised by my grandma. I was in the era where crack was big, so I was raised by my grandmother. So for me, I could never imagine talking to her any type of way. But now that kids are still raising kids and everybody is just trying to make it, it's a lot of kids that don't have that influence, that grandma anymore, that anybody that they can look up to. Or like you were saying last week, we don't have anybody to think to like implement or not imitate, you know? Mm-hmm. Because everybody is talking about guns, violence, fucking, all of these things. And like me, and I continue to see all these new things about like how it is hard on us girls or women or just trying to figure it out, how it is hard on boys. Like it's so many different things that's happening in the same time that life is happening. And it's hard for anybody to choose.
Influences that are happening, that is all of that. So I can agree with you, but I want to say that it started a few generations before us. A lot of generations before us, actually, because of everything that has went down the pipeline. Like you said, everything that we've been taught, everything has a cause and effect. So if we have a thriving neighborhood like Black Wall Street, they blew that joint smooth up. Killed everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't have that. You know? So it's like if you have all these adversaries against you and you don't even know that you're being put up against anything, you're just literally trying to live, then you can't see your cause and your effect within it.
True.
Do you get what I'm saying? And when you get older, you be like, damn, like it's a lot of things that I believe, I look back on and I'm like, wow, you know, especially growing up in Minnesota, I'm like, wow, we were never supposed to be treated like that. You know what I'm saying? But if nobody is pushing the issue, they had to kill Dr. King. They had to kill him because he was pushing the issue. And he had many people behind him doing it with him.
Yeah.
And they were literally walking around like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? But if we don't show the positive, because let me tell you, fighting and rioting and marching and shit, that shit ain't going to work. We got to start first. I just think that we got to start with loving each other. And it's very important on so many different levels. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and doesn't mean romantic love.
Yeah.
The philia love, the brotherhood, the sisterhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't the storge, you know, the family love, the agape love. It's unconditional. Like, I just love you because you're a human, period. And it's very, very mind-blowing. But what can we do? But try to just push out this information and, you know, be supportive to those that you love and those who desire the same love as you. That's important too, because most times I feel like everybody wake up with the same expectations. Like, you want to be treated fairly, you want to be respected, this and the other. It's just how you go about it. It's like you going outside walking out like, I'm going to demand respect. Ain't nobody going to disrespect me today. That's probably not going to work. It probably works for you, but over long term, it's probably not working. But love is very important to our well-being. And if you like what you hear, if you like to hear all about it, here it goes.
Yes. Let us know. Let us know.
Okay, so I'll do the first one. You want to do the second one?
Okay.
So here are a few reasons why love is so important. Y'all ready? Love can make you happy. I believe that there is some truth in this because you naturally feel better when you feel, when you feel loved. True. And you feel like you're in love. Like, people be like, oh, you floating and you got butterflies and all of that. Or when you got good parents at home, you just come outside as this little happy ass kid.
I think sometimes. I don't know.
But but love is associated with joy and happiness. And it's like that tingly, warm feeling that you get. You know what I'm saying? So when you get that kind of feeling, it's like, okay, you're naturally a better person because you're kind of happy. Because happy people usually aren't always dicks, I guess.
No, happy people show up different. Like, I'm known for at work. People know me for humming and singing. Like, I just walk around like a little, I didn't know that it was you. I just turned around and I knew it was you.
You based la, 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 la.
Yes. Because it's like,
you do give that, though. I always tell her that she is me on the inside. I think that I have so many layers of cool that on the inside, I'm like, oh my God, like, what are we doing? But on the outside, I'm like, so what y'all want to do? But she be like, "Hey, friend."
I'm just real energetic, especially like when I meet new people. When it's just like you don't wanna. I don't want anything that's too stressful because I feel like why should it have to be? Life shouldn't have to be too stressful. And I understand that certain stresses I take on myself, but I'm learning that when I'm at work, I want to have a good time. I enjoy what I'm doing. I don't have a problem with, and I love meeting new
I
people.
wanted my hair. If y'all don't know, like this is not the style. This headphones always mess up my style. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Because it's cute. It's cute.
But I wanted like the little to side thing going on. But I can't do it with the headphones. That sucks.
Yes, and it's a lot of braids too. It's almost time. It's almost time.
Right.
I like to make sure that her hairstyle.
Okay. I thought I was going to just change my hairstyle real quick while you were doing that, but it didn't work out.
No, because I got distracted with you just doing it. I was like, oh, I'm looking at the thing like, wow, cool. See, and that's what I said. I get so, I'm not really wrapped up in it. Yes. Yes, and that's me, and I appreciate everybody who appreciate me. Okay,
understand you.
Okay,
for who you are.
Yes,
that's why I just be like, okay, I'm gonna just read the next part.
No, you're not. So the number, another one, like you were saying, is like love can make you feel healthy. Like when you feel like loved. Like you feel better, like inside. You don't feel like your body hurting. You don't really feel like you naturally have a better like understanding or a better outlook. You're taking care of yourself. Like when you are felt loved, you are doing things that are going to help you mentally, because your mental really affects everything else.
Yeah, studies have shown that people that are happier and love, they live longer, happier lives. But I always talk about the importance at the time of the conception. Like when humans are enter this world, you literally need love. You need love when you're made. That's why it's called making love. Because you do. Like I always tell any mother that's pregnant, even the father, like the baby can feel it. A baby feel everything you feel. All your emotions, everything that you're carrying, because they're literally inside of you. They're attached to you by a cord and a placenta and all of this stuff. They literally are. We're the only people who can hear your mom's heartbeat from the inside.
I know. That's why I'm like, did my son hear my thoughts? Did he hear me cussing his daddy?
It's just the way you feel, you know. Yeah. It's vital. But what do they say when you come out the womb? That you need that skin to skin. You need that. Mm-hmm. You need that instant feel of connection instantly when you come out, because it causes long-term effects. Yeah. So if you're not loved correctly from birth, just think from birth to 3 years old. That's where you're the most conceptualized, and you know what I mean, like a whole lot of, you'll need a whole lot of restoration if you don't get that together. Man. And you don't even realize it. Like you don't even realize it was the fact that you didn't get hugs 3. And you between conception and 3. Your whole life is being shaped. You're trained the brain. Your brain is being formed of how you think about things, how you see things. You're literally learning everything. But as far as your emotions and everything like that, there's multiple videos on it where you can see, or they do research. Plus, I watched this training the other day too that reminded me. But it's in a lot of books. Like you definitely need that, because that's where your frontal cortex and your all those different portions of your brain is being formed. It's deep. It's deep.
Yeah, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, shit, okay, a lot of shit happened when I was a kid.
Between 1 and 3.
Yeah. That's fucked up. Mm-hmm. I was already had hurdles at 3.
That were not yours.
Yeah.
That were not yours.
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to this.
Hey, this. Listen. My friend gonna get us right. Ain't no alcohol in here. It is legit just water and pineapple.
It's just water.
No, did you put some vitamins?
I didn't put vitamins in this one, but I do make
and it tastes vitamin really good. Water. It tastes really good.
Maybe I need to bottle it up. Let me know if y'all want some vitamin water.
Ooh. That was good.
So love can improve your memory. You want to remember more happy, lovable thoughts that are happening in your life. Love can treat heart disease. It's a fact.
Where?
Your heart is a muscle. And it needs for you to work out, right? All your muscles in your body, like, you have to keep them active. You have to keep them going. If you're not fueling that heart muscle with what it needs, what do you think is happening? You know, like, I have seen people, and they say, like, a couple has been together, like, let's say, like, 70, 80 years or something. And, like, say the wife dies, and then the husband dies, like, a week later. I'm like, they died of a broken heart. Oh, my God. Like, I don't want to live without her. I'm going with her. I don't know. That's just me. That's what I think.
Because you've seen it, though. Like, you've seen it. You didn't see it necessarily. But you saw what love between a man and a woman looked like. Mm-hmm. And again, that's how you know.
And the heart has muscle memory. Just like the rest of your body has muscle memory. And you feel more relaxed and you feel less stressed and you don't have all this heartache. It reduces the pressure on your heart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause your thoughts and your mind and like how
they're more positive. They're not less, you ain't fighting with people. You ain't arguing. You ain't tense. You ain't stressed out. That shit is a silent killer. And your heart is affected. People die of heart attacks, strokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So don't be making people heart race too fast.
Okay? Unless it's like, in the good way.
Unless
it's like, for
the love, for the, yeah.
Gerald said, hey, what's up, KB? Gerald said, you got to read What Happened to You by Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, I'm down for the cause. I want it on Audible because I like to listen to these books.
Yes. Now, what did you also hear that it also makes you look younger, being loved or having love?
Yeah. Yeah. But if you care about your appearance and you trying to look your best, when someone loves for you to look a certain kind of way and you love it too, you know what I mean? But you naturally look younger because you ain't got all that stress and shit up on your body. Yeah. And you're more confident and less self-conscious. Like, oh, does this sweater make me look fat? Like, the whole time you sitting there, you hold my stomach in, can't hold it in. Let me breathe, But any other time, you be like, I'm fat as fuck. You see my stomach.
I'm like, the stomach is out, but my man's love it. He moves it to the side. Okay, we good.
But even with that, love makes you more active. Because you want to spend more time getting up and doing things and moving around and doing things with people that you love because you moving around a little bit. Yeah. You want to go on a date? Yeah. I want to go on a date.
Just having fun. When you do stuff that you love to do, you want to do it more often. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes you more creative. You know what I mean? Because your mind is like not cluttered with negativity. You know what I'm saying? It has more space and you see more possibilities in the world and the beauties in the world and stop and smell the roses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because not everything is negative. Yeah. You see the beauty in life. The glass is half full.
No, the glass is... Oh, yeah, the half full, see? Yeah. So what does that make me? Because I see it half empty. Be like, that motherfucker is half empty, bro. Does that mean you have less love? Or, okay, so when you said that from 0 to 3 or more, right? That makes us, how do we know? How do you formulate what love is, what love looks like, what love could be, if it's already been tainted? Like, we know what the benefits of love, but how do you know?
You start to look within. Like, you start to see what is love to you. And start loving yourself, regardless of, despite of all the things that somebody else has done. They did what they did, but at the end of the day, you know who you really are. So it's like, I don't have to carry that. I could take that bullshit they put in my backpack out. I don't have to keep carrying it with me. I know who I am. I know I worked so hard to be a better person than what that situation was. So you define what love is for you. You don't have to sit in that same space of what somebody else put there for you.
Good job.
You know what I'm saying? Because love makes you smarter. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
I know it sounds crazy, but when you in love, you feel love and your brain releases more hormones of the oxytocin, which helps us learn and remember information more easier.
Okay. I can believe that. I can. Yeah, that totally makes sense. And then it also says love makes you more optimistic. creates more brighter light at the end of the tunnel.
Right?
You
Glass half full.
You can see then rather than half empty. Okay. I'm just trying to figure shit out, y'all. I know I'm loved. I just need
But
to
you
know
gotta think,
what
if the glass is half empty, right? All you have to do is pour more in there, and then it'll be full.
So and you got to figure out what do you love?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, you got to figure out what fills up your cup. You can't say that it's half empty, but don't know how to where to pour it, what to pour in it. Right?
Yeah.
So how do you get those things? Like, do you just...
I would say, like, today, sit down and write 5 things that you love about yourself.
Okay.
And then write 5 things that you would love to do. Then write down 5 things that you're proud of yourself of. And then we'll start there.
Okay. That was homework for everybody. It wasn't just me.
Okay. I forgot we was on here.
Okay, y'all. I like
how we get
asking
caught up in these conversations.
But I like that when we ask these questions, because there's some people that don't know, that don't really have that. And I always want to speak for everybody. You know, I can't.
So 5 things that you love about yourself.
Okay, y'all.
5 things that you would like to do, and 5 things that you are proud of. And send it to me. Ms. Love Doctor, or you already know the other page, you feel me? Or you could post it right here. But if you don't want people to see but post it. What you love about yourself, and tag us. Tag both of us. Tag the radio station.
Yes.
So, in love, these are my favorite too. You already know I was going to go here. Love reduces stress. When you're in love, you feel less stress. You feel safe. You feel secure. When you know somebody has your back, and they're like your teammate, and you can be yourself, and they understand those said traumas from your time when you were 1 and 3, 0 to 3. They understand, like, that's not who you were, but you are trying to get away from that. You're trying to make yourself a better person at the end of the day. You know, and then the most important one is love helps you overcome trauma. And it starts with self-love. It starts with loving yourself, literally. Because you can't be looking for somebody else to love you to help you get over your trauma. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Because you're going to be like, why didn't you love me? Oh, this person didn't love me. Well, they didn't love me, or they didn't love me. Okay, well, love yourself. Then you won't look for somebody to love you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, it's cool. You be who you are. I thought you were this person, but you're clearly showing me that you're not. But it doesn't hurt me that you move differently, because I can keep it pushing. I wasn't looking for anything more than what you were capable of giving me. It is what it is. And this is something that, you know, most of us can relate to. When you are in a place to be open to heal and allow love to support of others, it's super beneficial. You know what I'm saying? And love is a healer all by itself. I said what I said, okay? Love is a healer all by itself. For all my people who don't think so,
They think love isn't enough.
It's I mean, that's a thing. That's a different
That's
thing.
different. Okay.
That's a different thing.
Like, okay.
But I'm saying what I'm saying. It's a healer. Also, when you loved, you feel a sense of trust and security. That helps us with being open. That helps us being more vulnerable, which is a tough pill for a lot of us to swallow. Me, that vulnerability pill is sometimes tough to swallow, because I feel like what I learned about love is that I would see people open up and be vulnerable. As soon as they opened up and be vulnerable, like the chase was on. The chase is on. Once I got you, then it's like I'm not the same. They weren't the same person. And then it's like, oh, you wait until they finally let their guard down, give you their heart, and then you drop the motherfucker. Like, do you know how fragile a heart is? Do you know how fragile a human heart is?
Yeah, outside of your body. Or inside of your body.
Like, you out here breaking people's hearts. Why? Why do that? So I literally, when I tell you from, I don't know, maybe I should ask my best friend, but from a very young age, probably clear up to my 20s, I thought my heart was in a glass box, because I wasn't finna let nobody just be fumbling my shit. You know, I was literally asked in a relationship, like, do you love me? And I couldn't say the words. I didn't know if I loved them. I knew I cared about them a lot. Like, I didn't want nothing to happen to them. Like, I really cared about them. We had been in a relationship for like 3.5 years. But I never said, like, I love you. Like, I wasn't, like, because I felt like as soon as I gave him that, he was going to fuck me over. And he asked me literally, like, do you love me? And I was just like, and then he left. And then I felt something.
I guess now he ain't here, Rob.
See, this is why I didn't want nothing to do with this. Because this don't... I called my best friend. I was like, my chest is hurting. It's so funny now because I literally can picture me back then because I was so confused on what was going on. And she was like, bro, you love him. Tell him, call him. I was like, do I? Well, why does it have to hurt so bad? This is why, see?
I want that. No.
This is dumb.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I was dead ass. I didn't play no games. I'm like, my heart is in a glass box, baby. You gonna have to get the key. If you want the key, you can get the key, and I'm gonna give you the key if I feel that you're gonna handle my heart with care, because I gotta protect it.
Yeah.
I'm the only one body it get.
Hey,
and I'm gonna just be out here, you breaking my heart. That shit gonna make me mad. Like, you broke my heart. What that video? She was like, you poked my heart. You poked me right here.
Hey, I wasn't trying to love at all. I didn't want to love at all. Fuck that. I was like, no, I didn't. I was scared. For me, what love associated, anyone that said that they loved me hurt me. So I didn't understand the actions of it. It's just a word. Mm-hmm. So I didn't understand what love looked like.
Okay.
At all.
The actions behind the word.
But actions behind
people just
it.
Be like, I love you. I feel like people do just be like, I love you. And like, if they say it to me, like if somebody says it to me, I get caught off guard. Like, do I say it back? Because I got to think about it. Like, I don't know if we're... It's so bad.
I mean, it's like, what do you love about me? Like,
but I'm just saying, like, not somebody that I've been dealing with, but I'm saying, like, you know, like, you'll see a person in the street and they be like, all right, girl, love you. But then you got to realize, like, that's that storge love. That's that philia love. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to mean, like, I love you, but, like, I love you as a sister. I love you as a woman walking around down the street. Mm-hmm. And all of these keywords, smarter, optimistic, creative, free of stress, overcoming trauma, gives you a direct insight of how it would look if we aimed at loving each other more as Africans and African Americans and create a dope-ass bond and unity. It will build a bridge, people. Mm-hmm. There's a big ocean, and we can build a bridge. Hello. Hello. Can the church say amen? But So,
you remember that movie?
What?
Not Us. Was it Us? You know how like they were holding hands and it was like they had a whole nother world at the bottom? It was the same one from but it was like bridging. They were working on something like African American. It was black people. Like, it's basically what you just said. I think it's Us, bro.
Us is like the opposite of Get Out, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't watch it. That's probably why. I didn't watch it.
When you talked about building a gap and building a bridge, that's basically one of the hidden messages that is in the movie.
Is it hidden or is it like...
I mean, it's there. It's up there, but then they made it scary. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they made it scary where, like, the people at the bottom wanted to come to the top. They've been watching the stuff from above. Like, we can all be unity. Like, everybody was supposed to be unified. But then see, that's going to have to be her homework. That's going to be, just watch the innuendos that they have in the movie. But when you said it, it just brought, like, it just came like a flash.
You said scary. I don't subscribe.
But it's not, I mean, it is. For me, it's a scary.
That's probably why I was like, I haven't seen it, but we'll see. Maybe we'll have a movie night. Maybe we should have a movie night in the backyard when the fake snow stops coming down.
I know that fake snow and it's dirt. I ain't gonna talk about it.
But with love, we can allow other elements to build and create a healthy environment, which we all deserve. Like, we all deserve a healthy environment. So let's break or undo or unlearn the systems that's been put into place to keep us divided and hating each other. Let's love and support one another to set good example for these babies, because that's really where it counts. Mm-hmm. You know, on a deeper level, African Americans and Africans can let love, and they bring their tradition, and we fill our tradition up, for our tradition cup up. Mm-hmm. You know, but
Because I think we do a lot of things similar, but just it looks different.
I think we do a lot of things identical. It's just they you know, like, and I always think about when a friend of mine from Ghana asked me, did we ever have like a Big Mama? That messed me up. Because I'm like, yes, we absolutely did have Big Mama. You know? So, and she was like, oh, you know, so it lets me know, like, they come over here thinking like, oh, this is not how it's been. But let's get into some ways to show love and support during Black History Month. This is the month that we're supposed to honor those who have endured the struggles, you know, and achievements and contributions of African Americans through history.
Yep. Also
seeing an opportunity to learn more about our history and how we can be more equitable and prosperous society.
Ooh, she's doing that. Equitable. Prosperous. Okay.
So,
what are some things that we can do?
The first one is read, watch, and listen. Right? So, the very first one we'll start with is, you know, supporting this here show. You know, let's talk love. Yeah. If you are listening, we already thank you guys for listening, and we definitely appreciate your love and support. But, of course, reading and listening to books, podcasts by Black authors, watching movies by Black filmmakers, documentaries, they can be very educational.
Man, we could also, because I really want to go to D.C. so I can do some museums. When we were in the Bay, we took the kids to like the Mod Museum in San Francisco. That's something that we enjoy. Like, we like history. So, guys, we should educate ourselves. We should know more about African American culture. There are museums specifically for people like
The Smithsonian.
Wow.
Yeah.
The National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. See, that's why I'm like, you know, D.C., they got a lot. And it's free, bro. And it's free. D.C. got a whole bunch of things. So even if you just want to get the plane ride and the, that's still a cheap but educational
they
trip
got a
that
virtual
you can take.
One. They got a virtual one. We could plan to take one this weekend, put the big screen up, and go to the museum.
Yes, yo, that is hecka cool.
Yes. They got the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History in Detroit, and the African American Panoramic Experience Museum in Atlanta.
Oh, we can go back to Atlanta.
So what's up? Let's plan the trip to DC. Who trying to go? I'm gonna put it together. Let me know. Drop a little black heart if you trying to hit DC up, Chocolate City, a brown heart.
Yeah,
that might be super cool to put that together and put an itinerary together. We about to go to DC, y'all. We about to go to DC. All right.
We can also support local creators on social media. We all know about the algorithm, okay? That thing is so hard for following. Like today, I saw my sister put us on Cameo.
What's that?
It's our radio station in the Bay. And
our show?
She put our names for our businesses, your sister name for her business. Like, knowing other black businesses, just put their name out there. People
put
will.
Me out in the Bay. Hey,
she already. She's already an honorary member of the Bay.
So she tagged us? I didn't see it. I have to go look.
So that's doing cool. Stuff like that, like it's free to post. I mean, it's free to share. Even if you don't sit in my chair, even if you don't, if I don't lay a wig for you, I have someone that's from the Bay that lives out here. No bullshit. She will, Marquita Lily, anything. Need hair done, Marquita Lily. That, like, it ain't even have to be attached to Beauty on the Beat or anything. She just like, hey, I know a girl that rocks and she does what she does and she does a good job.
Yeah. I was talking to my cousin today and I was like, I think, and she was like, oh yeah. And she better be on here too. She was like, oh yeah, you getting ready for your show today. I was like, bro, you are my family. And I think that it's important that you know and maybe tune in to your cousin's show every week and share it every week. If nobody supports me, it should be my family. She was like, you know what? You're right. But see, that's where this healing comes into play because I was able to say it in a nicer way versus like, I think it's fucked up that you don't be like, I don't understand that. And I probably didn't have no understanding of it, but I was, I was floating all around the bathroom when I was talking. But you're right. It takes nothing to follow or share somebody's post just to show a little bit of love. And then you got musicians, authors, painters, film directors, graphic designers, you got your local creators. They need your love the most. And I started following this painter, and he paints these little black babies. And they got all like these little chubby cheeks and these big eyes. They are the cutest. But I was like, I'm going to follow him. And, like because he's doing like black art of little pretty black babies. And they have like business suits on and doctor suits on. Aww. Like they're so cute. They're so cute.
I love that. Okay, well, we definitely have to say that we cannot say this enough. We need to just support black businesses, no matter what it is. Stop using that quote of like, hey, I tried to support. I did, I
tried to. This is the quote. This is why I don't patronize black businesses now. Man, I feel like.
When we say that ourselves.
Somebody made that shit up and people be running with it. Because it's like the phrase. Like everybody uses. Like you were taught this phrase.
I know.
This is why I don't support black businesses now. That shit grinds my gears. Like to no end because we get little to no grace. And it's like, why? And I listened to our show last week, and I think it was last week. I said the same thing because you go into these companies and you get treated bad, but you still fraternize with them. You go to these jobs, they treat you like shit. You still fraternize with them. So, but you got no grace for your people. Like, oh no, she don't do good business. She black. That's why I don't patronize black businesses now. Like,
yeah, just keep trying. Because some people are in the beginning phase. Some people have real issues. Like, we really do have stumbling blocks that come. That's not like a regular franchise. Like, that's not like like, it's a lot of things that come up within being a business owner or opening up a business. Like, it's not just something easy to do and, like you have funding off the top. Some people still have jobs. Some people they have kids, and when their kids get, like,
let me know where I'm fucking up at so I can fix it. Let me know, like, this is, is a good bit. And maybe your advice is just something that you want me to do, but let me know, because then I can step it up and figure it out, but don't just don't down me. Like this girl, she inboxed me last week, and she just said, I don't even know her name, because I never even talked to her ever before, but she was just like, something about a visa in Africa, and I was like, is this a question? Because it just was like the words. So I'm like, are you asking me a question? Are you telling me about a visa in Africa? And she texts back, yeah, you're a travel agent, right? And anybody who knows me knows that I'm a greeter. Like, we were raised in our family to greet. So I text back, hello. How are you? Yes, I am a travel agent. And she was like, well, goodbye, because I already got some help. And I'm thinking, like, okay, good. And so, like, for me, that's probably somebody that I probably wouldn't want to be dealing with anyway. And not because they're a bad person or nothing like that, but if you can't greet me properly and we can't have a conversation, like, I don't know you from Adam. We've never talked a day in our life. There's no more messages above your message, and you don't even use no pronunciation. So I don't know if it's a period, a question mark, an exclamation mark. What are you saying to me? Because I know that you need a visa. It looks like you telling me because you didn't ask me. You were like, hey, I got a question for you. Nothing. Okay. I'm like, okay, well. I just asked her, is this a question? Or I don't know what I was supposed to say. Yes. So should I have text back yes?
But like, I just felt like, I feel like people should be more understanding when it comes to like 2 to 3 days. If you haven't heard from her, sometimes I can even like say like on my timeline, I don't even get to see some of the comments or some of the things. So when I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, this is 3 weeks ago. Somebody hit me up about services that I didn't even get to return back. Like, I felt bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, it'd be like, you're not
bad,
the only one.
Oh my God, I didn't contact them. I definitely feel bad.
So,
yes,
give us grace. Give us grace. And again, if you really like that person's work, then I'm not telling you to hunt them down, but just, make another one. I mean, hey, you know what? I haven't heard from you after so many, then okay, I have to figure out another way. But I just feel like we do. I am part of that catchphrase of I can't support no more. I just be like, because I tried to do a black bank, right? And it doesn't matter. I get what you're saying, because I'm tired of paying overdraft fees for any fucking bank. Chase, Wells Fargo, whatever, But I did put that, and I don't know why. It was already in my mind. See, they don't work on the weekends. That's a good fucking thing. Well, I don't want to work on the goddamn weekends either. I'm so...
Because they're a black bank.
Yes.
You're already
picking it apart. Picking it apart and not noticing hey, well, if they are hiring black people and they're able to pay them well, and they're able to let them have off days and they get off at 5.
Everybody need a mental health day.
Bro, I'm like, shit, Marquette. I was feeling upset.
But the bottom line is if we really invest in each other, we could build each other up and we can grow. Like I was saying about that $1 a day. If 1 million of us put $1 in, we all have 1% in this investment of whatever it is that we can build, and we literally can build up our own community. But everybody wants to be the chief. Everybody wants to be, the boss of it. I want to be. I'm gonna put $1.50 in, but not, I want $1.50 worth back, but I only put $1 in. Bro, no, you can't do that. We got to come in fair and square and just see what the bigger picture is all the way across the board. And then you already know education is the key to freedom.
Of course.
So, and that's what they say. I feel like that's our saying. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
The more you know, the more successful you can become as a human being. But that's even for your health, your mental health. Start fueling your brain. It's a muscle, just like the heart. Just like the heart. They didn't fight us or throw bricks at us or make it illegal to educate us if they didn't know the power of knowledge.
You right on that one.
You know what I'm saying? Because I could speak to my grandmother, she remembers having bricks and stuff thrown at her, and that's only 1-2 generations. You know what I'm saying? And now it's it's cool to be a fool.
That's why they called it the idiot box, the TV. It's crazy because since I started hanging with you, bro, I don't even watch TV. I don't really watch TV that much no more because I be doing other stuff. Other things capture my attention now that it hasn't. But again, that's what they said,
It makes me think about the episode of the Boondocks when
Boondocks said hella shit, bro. Boondocks was already, they talked about all types of black people.
That experience watching TV.
Man,
and he was dumb by the time he was done. He just kept cramming the same thing down his you are what you consume.
Yep.
But you could definitely take some classes that enrich you, like African dance classes. They got them down at the West Las Vegas Library. I went there and the drums, it did
you felt it,
to my soul.
That's how we're still in tune with that, because beats make us feel emotion.
The beat of the heart. It comes down to the root. But that's us. It was, and I was having a rough day. I remember I recorded it, and I met this lady. It was the whole day was crazy, but it started with them African drums.
Oh, is that the one where the lady gave you a poem and said they welcomed you in and
it was a crazy day. We'll have to talk about that one. But that's when you stop and really see. I was really having a rough day, and I don't know if the ancestors just sent people. But it was people just coming left and right, and it was an emotional day. But you could also donate to black organizations. It don't have to be money. It could be time. It could be your resources, your knowledge.
Come on.
The radio show. We love to receive donations. But it would mean a lot, to different places. In the community, we're stronger in numbers.
We are.
So if you show up and be like, look, we here, what you need us to do? I was kind of mad that I didn't get to make it to the protest with the NAACP, but it was cold outside, and I figured I did something else. I don't remember what it was.
I was at work, but I was like, I did hear about it and I seen it. It's been all over the news and everything. And it's just like I said, being able to be a part of the change, because your niece, my kids, their kids,
Man.
we've gotten so complacent because they gave us that idiot box to entertain us.
And then you
to
get your
the
kids
point.
the tablet.
Yeah.
Even though they can be educated on the
Hey,
tablet,
them
it's
kids
just what
is-
you allow them to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's what you allow them to watch. But get them outside. Let them attend events. Go different places.
Yes.
Create things for them to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's all could be beneficial, especially getting up to move around, period. I love that my watch be like, it's time to stand.
During COVID, me and my husband, we definitely walked as a family. Because we was like, shit, we over here just sitting here chilling, looking like we packing on the pounds. Like, we going to look like the clumps by the time this shit was over. And everybody just started growing and getting smaller. I'm like, okay, we doing
Walking,
good.
they start stretching out, huh?
Man, I'm like, with food stamps that they gave you, it was like, we was eating every type of food, god damn it. I was like, okay, well, let's walk. Let's implement something.
So what do you guys think are some good ways that we can show love and celebrate Black History Month? Should I say Black History Year?
Thank you. Yes, Black history and the contributions that us as African Americans do continuously to make this country run and be effectively and to be like culture. Like when I hear people talk shit, just say it's random cool stuff, right? Because I work with all types of people, so I get to hear them say cool stuff, okay? One of my colleagues was like, I don't want anybody, like they singing my song, I got 5 on it. I'm like, bro, don't do my song like that. But it's because it's in everybody that wants, we are the sauce, y'all. That's what I hope that y'all got from.
We got the juice, we got the sauce.
You know, like that y'all get from us. Like what we trying to do is show us that we have the sauce, but we need to get rid of all of the gunk that's on the sauce that we don't need. We need to let that shit go. We need to figure out solutions, and that's why I love that you say you're a solution based, right? To figure out how we're going to be better. How we're going to be better.
Just be good people. Like, just be a good person. And I'm going to bring it back to love. You know that. Because when I look at us as a whole, like, we are a dope-ass human being. Man and woman.
Yeah.
10 toes down. And I'm going to stand on that at all times. So it's like.
We're good people.
We are naturally good people.
We're good people. Our circumstances will make us exactly, but
nasty.
But we're always, yes, I cannot stress that enough. Even when we were at the NAACP meeting and we were the first one there, what was the first thing that we inclined to do? How can I help you?
I mean, we were
off
there,
jump.
so
off jump.
Be
but
friendly,
that's everywhere.
Smile at people. You know, just don't treat people nasty, especially if that's not what you want for yourself.
Thank you.
Things that you don't want somebody to do to you, you probably shouldn't do to them. And that's real shit.
Thank you.
You know, because I do think that we are good humans overall. Like, and even at work, we get the shitty end of the stick. You go to work. Like, somebody was venting to me last week. Like, I go to work and I do my thing and this and any other. Because I'm black, they said I'm aggressive. They say because I'm a man, I'm aggressive. And I'm like, and I instantly could relate. So I'm like, we have the same shit in our backpack, people. If we could just have a little more grace for each other, we could probably help each other take that shit out and lighten the load. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, just think about how much we could kill Karen's ass if we unite
and
with
every
the friendly.
all the Karens come out. All of
Karen's gonna be hot.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes,
but they're not considered angry black women. I mean, like they consider us angry black women.
Well,
but
they have to
aren't.
tell you that you're an angry black woman, so they don't look at me as an angry white woman.
But
when in fact there's pictures and videos and evidence of you being an angry ass white woman, and you're the one who created the negative ass stigmas about black women to begin with.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? But you know, we running out of time.
In the water.
we running out of time. But definitely we calling all the teens. I need some teens for Let's Talk Love. And We're doing the flower power movement. So if you have feminine products, if you have anything to make a woman feel
braided
like womanly,
anything.
It is Women's History Month next month. But I'm saying we're going to create packages for women and homeless women and different foundations to create feminine products, things for them. So,
period.
Shout out to y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
Deuces.